Okay, welcome to another episode of Specrapular. We are a podcast that talks about movies and shit, mostly shit. And I am one of your hosts, Brandon, but of course joined by my best friend and confidant, Mike.
That is what I do.
Yes. And today...
Come in real cool.
Mm-hmm. You're cooler than the other side of the pillow. And we are reviewing the movie Prey. Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit about that movie, who's in it, and go.
All the jazz. Okay, so Prey from 2022, directed by Dan Trachtenberg. He did a 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Correct, which I greatly like. Did you see his Portal short film?
No, I saw that was on there. I was like, they made a movie about that? Like the game?
Yeah.
Portal?
Yeah. I love cool. Portal.
Yeah.
Portal 1 and 2 are great. It's been so long since even Portal 2 came
I watched you play it, and I tried to play for like 10 minutes.
You got a headache.
I was like, this is difficult. And then you go like, joop, 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 joop. Like,
you don't really, I thought you didn't really like first-person shooters. I know when we played Halo, we played Rope-a-Dope with just the grenades and stuff, but like, I thought you just didn't like first-person.
I mean, I just don't play games ever,
really.
You
play the game of life.
Yeah.
Like with your real life, not the board game.
Rolled Snake Eyes.
So tell us about this goddamn movie.
All right, directed by Dan, starring Amber Midthunder as Naru, Dakota Beavers as Tabe, Dane DiLiegro as he's the Predator.
Correct.
And then Stormy Kip as Wasabi, Michelle Thrush as Akura. I think that's their mom.
Should we say the Frenchie guy's name too? Did you see his name on that sheet?
Yes, Frenchie's name is.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The guy that could speak English.
Bennett Taylor.
Okay.
Raphael,
that's right. Okay, so
which I think he's Italian, and he's hired by the French guys to.
Yeah, he like meant nothing to them. I think there was a thing that I saw. It was like
Apparently, he's a character from like one of the comic book short stories or something like that.
That I don't know.
And he's like mentioned in Predator 2 or something. I was like,
he's mentioned in Predator 2 by the gun. The gun that Danny Glover gets at the end of that movie is that guy's name.
Is it really?
Yeah, when he looks at the gun. Yeah, when he looks at the gun. That's why when she threw the gun to...
I haven't seen it in so long.
Dude, that's the first thing I thought when I saw that. I was like, that's the Predator gun.
Oh my God. Now you
so
say
now
that,
it's like full circle.
Yeah, it's jarring. The synapses are firing.
Because what?
Danny Glover, tiny brain.
Yeah. It just connects it's connecting the fucking brain stems.
It's like a multimeter brain. It's like one little jolt of voltage.
But yeah, so Danny Glover killed the Predator in Predator 2, and then when all the other Predators came and they gave him a little reward, he threw it to him. That's and it had the guy's name on it. So he's like 1715. How old are these motherfuckers, or whatever it is?
It's from 1719.
Okay, I said 1715.
Okay, I thought you're saying it like you knew it.
That was my Danny Glover impersonation of it. 1715. Getting 12 of this shit.
Brett. Because of Predator.
I get it. Instead of saying like Riggs.
Yeah.
Riggs.
We did it. What was that?
I forgot what episode it was. We both did it at the same time, yeah.
I don't feel at home in this world anymore. We both did it at the exact same time.
No. It was Sorry to Bother You, because he was in Sorry to Bother You. He was in that briefly.
I know. I didn't just listen to that, though. So we were talking about doing Sorry to Bother You.
Oh, and I said Danny Glover was in it. Yeah.
Okay.
Riggs. Okay. And he was barely in Sorry to Bother You, too. And he called him like young blood, and you're doing all your stuff. So anyway. So that's
so Prey 2022. I didn't know. I guess I knew it. I just totally forgot about it.
Just very excited.
Now I want to watch Predator 2 because I don't hate it like everyone.
I didn't hate it either. I thought it was fine. The only thing I didn't like about that movie was just all the laser scopes and like I was like, these guns are ridiculous. Yeah. Like that's not going to fit in a holster. Like why would you need that laser scope on there?
Oh yeah, they do, huh? Is it
lasers?
Like kind of in the future?
No, it's 1992. Oh no, yes, it was like 2014 or something like that. I think.
Okay.
Fuck you. Continue. I'll look it up.
Anyway, so Prey from this year, the origin story of the Predator in the world of the Comanche Nation 300 years ago.
Yes.
Naru, a skilled warrior, fights to protect her tribe against one of the first highly evolved predators to land on Earth.
So it's supposed to take place. It doesn't specify actually, unfortunately, but let me see. It's 1997. So it was in the future though. So the sequel.
When did that come out?
It was in 1990
maybe.
Yeah, 1990. So it's supposed to take place in 97. Okay. So it technically was in the future, but
that's like barely future.
Right.
It'd be funny if it's like 2 years in the future and they fly like jet cars and shit.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, buddy, how fast
Yeah.
do you think we evolve here?
I mean, it'd be nice. But I actually did really like Predator too. Predator 1 by far is always going to be the great. But I did like this movie a lot. Prey was...
This is more violent, right?
It was pretty fucking rough.
Gory, I mean.
Yeah. They didn't show as much as I would have wanted. Like when they split that guy's head in half with the tree too, I was hoping to see that head like split. But I mean, it was gory.
Wait, what are we talking about? Prey or Predator 2?
Prey.
No, I'm saying
Predator
Predator
2?
2 was a lot gorier than Predator 1.
Yeah, correct.
But Prey actually not as, because I remember you saying it like, oh, I heard it's gory, but it is.
I know I said it was violent.
There you go.
Yeah, it was
There
violent.
a difference. Okay.
And so there was a lot of blood, like you see, but it was never like super close, or like that scene where they're running through the field and he like rips up that dude and it gets blood all over the Predator.
Yeah.
He's from a distance, you don't see it super close, but except for that bear scene, which is great.
That's good stuff.
But continue.
I do like, spoiler. I mean, whatever.
Yeah,
she wins.
Of course.
Yeah, she has the glowing
the
blood on her face.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck yeah.
She's got some glow sticks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. They grabbed blue on accident. Like, shit, we got to reshoot that. So
doesn't have orange blood, everybody. What the fuck?
it's always green. So we'll start. I guess we can kind of start this from the beginning, or just start it. Like, did you like this movie?
I did.
Did you like the story?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
The reviews are good. It just, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a prequel, but like it's its own thing. It doesn't have any like the baggage of any like the newer like Alien versus Predator stuff.
Ugh, we don't talk about that.
What was the last one? The Predator.
Yeah, it was the Predators.
With a bunch of people are in it, right?
No. It was the Predator, or whatever. That was the Shane Black one. That had Olivia Munn.
Michael Key, right?
Yeah, he was in it. He was like a mercenary. That one was not good either. Which is disappointing because it was Shane Black and he helped with the first Predator.
That's the one where he had like his weird friend doing
the
shit
pedophile
on.
guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Which he admits he didn't know about, and apparently that like really hurt him. Like,
which is fine. Like,
yeah, if he didn't know, he didn't know truly.
I mean, I've known you for a long time, but I don't know everything about you.
Look, first and foremost, just know that I've been arrested 6 times.
Okay.
And it's not for anything bad. Those people had it coming.
Yeah.
So I was defending myself.
Those kids had it coming.
They shouldn't have been standing there. Okay. So that's a whole.
But I'm hang gliding, and they're glide level as I'm coming down off the.
Yeah, I said watch out, and they didn't move.
What's up? What?
And I
It's just a line of kids like holding on.
Yeah. It's your buddy.
Staying together.
It's the buddy
The
rope.
rope.
That's my kicking their heads.
The teachers are smart enough to get down, and the kids are like, huh? Hot.
The teacher should have just said duck and cover. The kids might have known.
Yeah.
It's very useful in this day and age, still. Duck and cover. So
You're in. Okay, never mind.
all right, we could talk about kids dying all day. Yeah, I did really like this movie. It essentially was its own standalone. Like there's ties into the other movies, which is nice. It was sort of unnecessary, but
Like really, you just blew my mind because I totally forgot about
you
that.
didn't put it together. Yeah. Well, there's a few things. So I watched the video after the movie of like just kind of things you might have missed. So that one I definitely didn't miss. That one was immediate. I knew what that was going at. Now, granted, I didn't know the name. I didn't remember the name that was on there, but like to me, that has to be that fucking gun. There's no way that they're gonna do that POV shot of the gun, the plate handle, to not reference it. But also,
actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if I said this is set in 1719, it might say 1715 when the gun was made or whatever. I don't know.
I think it did when the gun was made.
Okay.
So,
but also that makes me wonder. Did they come back and attack them again to get the gun back?
Well, that's what this video brought up, is that in Alien versus Predator, they talk about being on Earth for hundreds of years, which would make sense of this. But like, then that would also mean that this Predator that's coming there wouldn't need to do what it's doing right now, because it should be just going there for the aliens. So like this, they're essentially speculating that this alien coming here, this Predator, I should say, is reconnaissance to see if the planet Earth is good enough so they can hunt there and find a challenge. But then really the aliens should have already been here. But also that they like retcon some stuff. Yeah, like, so apparently,
because aliens is in the future.
Correct. By the Wakani, what is it? Shit. You know, the people that Wayland Makani or Wayland.
I don't remember. Yeah.
So like, yeah, they're part of Aliens, and they're also part of Alien versus Predator. but I'd have to watch it again.
Yeah, we should have did.
But either way, I greatly like this movie.
Or not. Like, who gives a fuck?
Sure.
Just enjoy the fucking movie.
It was very enjoyable, and it was violent, and it was acted well.
I like Amber.
Yeah, she did well. It was her first movie. Her and...
Is it really?
I think so.
Okay.
Her and Beavers, the brother. Like, I read an article that he was literally working at Dairy Queen.
Oh, no
he
shit.
He just auditioned for it because he knew they needed, like, Native American, like... And he got it. And he did quite well. But she fucking
Like, the other dudes were kind of a little flat.
Sure,
But he was very, very good.
I mean, it's like almost as fly as watching El Camino. With the kids and acting and stuff like that, ooga booga booga, like that fucking, oh god, El Camino's actors were horrible. But
wait, the Breaking Bad El Camino?
No, not that one.
Like,
the one with Clint Eastwood.
Oh, yeah, Gran
Torino. Yeah, I said
Gran
El Camino.
Torino,
Yeah, you're right. I said El Camino, which I do want to watch that now.
I thought that movie was pretty good
because I finished Better Call Saul and I fucking loved it.
Yeah,
and you haven't.
Oh, you've never seen El Camino?
Oh, I did. I have.
Okay.
But I just want to watch it now. So now that, because there's like references to things, and Aaron Paul said that he's never going back to Breaking Bad anymore. Which, to his credit, what's his name?
Bryan Cranston?
No, the guy that
Vince Gilligan?
Yeah, Vince said he's not coming back to it either. Like, this is now done. Like, we've kind of covered what we'd want. Yeah. But people are like, oh, you could do Mike. But I was like, Mike's kind of old now, and that's going to be probably tough on him, Jonathan Banks, to do all that stuff. But I greatly liked it.
It's funny, London just finished Breaking Bad, and I told him to watch El Camino.
Yeah. So. Well, have him watch Saul. If anything, technically, since he's watching Breaking Bad, I would have been...
It's right after, right?
Right, but I would have said, if you're going to watch... If you have not seen any of the Breaking Bad saga and all that stuff, start with Better Call Saul, and then Breaking Bad, and then
El Camino. In order? Meh.
Yeah. Because, like, even though Better Call Saul does... It's mostly all old Saul, like before he becomes Saul Goodman. It's only in the final season where you really start to get how he's becoming into that person.
Gets real Solly.
Yeah, he gets real Solly. So, back to Prey. Would you say that this movie was this better? What's your ranking of all the Predator movies, including Alien vs. Predator? So anything that has Predator in it.
I mean, are you going to get angry at me right now?
I guess that depends.
I mean, I've only seen the first two fully. Alien vs. Predator.
Oh, that's okay.
I've seen half,
okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, the first one was.
This is the fifth one, right? Oh no, 6.
No, this is 7.
Are there 2 Alien vs. Predators?
Yeah.
And then there's the Predator, the newerish one.
Yeah, there's 7.
So this
is 7.
Okay.
So Arnold, Glover, Alien vs. Predator, Alien vs. Predator 2, and then there's the Predators, and then there's the Predator, and then there's Prey.
Oh shit! Why does it say 5th? Okay.
Oh, it might be
this
5th
is just for just the Predator saga, not the including.
So then it'd be Arnold, Glover, Brody.
In that case, I'm sitting at like 20%, so I've only seen those first ones.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'd rank it 3rd because I'm not as familiar with it as the other 2, but still good.
Yeah, I honestly might even say I would say the first one with Arnold, and then this, and then Glover. Even though I really like the one with Glover still. Like it didn't do that well in theaters, but I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Violent, Predator action.
It's like
a little campy
just
at times.
Its own thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I got like real Revenant vibes from it too.
Yeah.
Just from the photography itself and animals and
the grittiness.
The grittiness.
Yeah. I mean, the scene.
I would have even liked a little more. You know, it would have been cool. Kind of everyone does it, but whatever. Like
full frontal nudity.
Full frontal nudity of the Predator.
Penetration.
Yeah.
If you can.
His like tooth, horn, sai, his Wolverine claw, just penetrating some of those French dudes.
Of course, yeah. Absolutely.
But like almost like the Revenant, like a one-er shot of her like avoiding, like almost like them running through like that fog while the Predator was just annihilating the French guys, like a one-er shot, like real gritty looking, like that would have been cool. But
I'll reach out to Trachtenberg for you. Is he related to Michelle?
That's her husband.
Is it?
No, I'm just kidding.
Then she's been married a very long time. So I
Where's she been? I love her.
Question. Yeah, she's great. Fucking Euro trip.
Hell yeah.
She's making out with her fucking brother and stuff. That part was a bummer. I mean, I was aroused by it, but it was still a bummer. So one of the first notes I have is, I swear to God,
they're really ahead of the curve on the whole porn meta, if you think about it.
With Euro trip?
With like the sibling stuff.
Oh yeah, before they had family therapy.
Yeah.
So the note is, I swear to God, if anything happens to that dog, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
And luckily, nothing did. those French guys in that video I told you I watched, the person translated that stuff because I watched it with subtitles just in case.
It sounded, I mean, I don't speak French, but it sounded kind of janky, didn't it?
I don't know.
Unless it's like an older
dialect. Yeah, maybe. So the guy though,
because I picked up parts and I was like,
you picked up parts of French.
Well, no, just watching so many French movies and stuff like it makes.
Okay, we get it. You're cultured.
I'm just saying, it just sounded weird.
Look, you've been in New York once, and you think you're all fucking. You think you're all.
Look, I walked through Little Italy one time, so I think I know a thing or two about France.
You walked out with a mustache, and you're greasier than before.
I was like, how did I get such a deep V shirt?
And also chest pubes, all
Chest
over with
hair.
a gold chain.
Who put this kerchief on me, and where can I get another one?
So there was.
I don't know why I always do the up.
Yeah,
it just sounds French to me.
So, and you only did that one part, and I knew that already. So, the guy that in the video that I watched, he translated some of it, and the part where the French guy, he wanted to.
They're asking who gets to rape her first. Yeah,
no,
that's terrible.
well, no, there's none of that, thankfully, because I kind of thought that, and, like when they captured her, I was like, that's not gonna go good. But then they just wanted to use her as bait. So like, thank God.
Yeah.
But like they said for the dog, they were gonna kill the dog so they can eat it. At that part where the guy pulled out the knife and then she killed like those 4 dudes.
They massacred like 1,000 buffalo
For no reason.
Well, I mean they're fur traders, so I guess they.
Okay, I guess you're right. You're right. But wasted the whole thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have all that buffalo meat. What the fuck are you gonna do with the skinny ass dog?
Yeah.
Stupid.
Get some nice wings on those legs. You know what I'm saying? You get 2 big wings.
Wow.
So the title screen was very weird to me. It said Prey and it said like 20th century and all that shit. I was like, what the fuck is this?
No, it came down.
No, it went up. They went up into it. But either way, the way it said it, Prey looked fine. But the fact that it said like 20th century.
That's a very old timey way to do it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, it just didn't look right.
If you watch a lot of old movies, like it has that.
Okay. Well, I don't watch a lot of old movies like you. I'm not on Turner Classic Movies all weekend.
Hell yeah.
I just watch shit. So let's see. Did they split? Okay. So I wrote this note, and then the next scene I was like, oh no, they didn't. So I said, did he split that snake in half? Oh no, he just skinned it.
Yeah.
Like, but the snake was still alive.
Well, doesn't he like take the skull and spine out of everything and then?
He did it with the wolf.
Yeah.
That was a wolf. He didn't do it with the bunny.
I like how he just like, well, put it right here. Just puts the skull just on his little belt.
The little foam, or
Doesn't
not foam,
even-
but
yeah.
that gassy thing was cool too, because it just melts away all the skin, all the fur. It's just so
I'm
that
assuming it's crazy cold, right? That was just
it looked
burns
like
off.
it would be because it was like a bluish color too, but that was still tight. And just the fact that this is again the 1700s our time, that the Predator's so far advanced. Obviously, it has a spaceship, but like it's fucking technology still. I like this one's laser better than the Predator
Explosion. Yeah.
Yeah, like the fucking shoulder mount thingy, because this one you can have 3 individual and you can shoot those barbed like that. I thought that was nifty, and it's fucking it'll track it. It's all the way around.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
that whistle.
whistling. But spoiler alert, that was how the Predator's demise was too. That the Naru
Very smart.
Very smart. I mean, she lined up. She watched him use it in earlier in the movie, which assuming it's a man. I don't know if it's actually a man. I would assume, right?
What the
Predator
identifies as?
Correct. As a
I think it identifies as a. Ugh.
Oh, look at the hood. So
One ugly
motherfucker. So there was a part in that scene though, that final fight where the dog helped a little bit too. And I was like, that's fun. But like he cut his own arm off, right?
You know, it was so dark, and I wanted to go back and watch it, but I didn't want to get up early. It was late. I was like, nah, I didn't just.
You watched it last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not exactly sure.
It looked like it. So his hand got stuck in the tree, right? Because he jumped from, I don't know, 40 feet away, and he plunged his dual spike into the tree, and he got stuck.
No, but didn't she have the shield at that point?
I don't think so. I think he did it, and she deflected it.
Okay.
And then that's why it chopped off his hand. And he looked at his arm like, you fucking bitch. And that was an ugly fucking Predator. Like the first one, definitely ugly. But like this one with it's like even its mandibles were a little janky. Like they were spiky, but not like there's like some dullness to him too. And his eyes were like, it's just not the Predator that I'm used to, having that little like,
Not the classically handsome Predator
right,
that you're used to.
the one that I've masturbated
The debonair.
to. Sure.
Yeah. The James Bond of Predators.
Yeah, the very suave Predator with all that.
This is more like a Jason Bourne kind of dark,
little rough. Yeah.
rough. No, even more Jeremy Renner.
Ugh. What was his Bourne name?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I did like that one though, because Rachel fucking Weisz was in it. I was watching Enemy at the Gates.
Yeah.
That movie's so good. Fucking Ed Harris is old in that movie.
White butt, yeah.
Yeah, that pale white butt.
Pale white butt.
I don't even know if that was her, truly. Because you just don't know.
Why you gotta ruin it for me, bro?
I think that was one of the first movies I saw her in. If not Mummy. It was Mummy and then that movie.
It had to be Mummy.
Okay, yeah. So, he did not
Is
split that.
she married to Daniel Craig?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think they're married. I think they've just been together
Whatever,
for like 20.
man.
Yeah. But they have a
It's
couple
all about
kids.
labels. I'm not about labels.
Okay, sure.
You know me.
Yeah.
I'm not about labels.
Yeah, you're not. Like, you just want to keep it free, bro. You just want, just gotta go. So
Absolutely.
oh god. So was that a lion or is that a cougar?
It's mountain lion.
Fuck, I thought that looked like a cougar, but they kept calling it lion, so I was thinking actually a lion. But then I thought they're in the forest, and I was confused. I'm like, there wouldn't be a lion in that climate, but it was.
Well, I mean, it's not an African lion. It's
right, but that's what I
think the names are. It's mountain lion, cougar, puma. They're all interchangeable, just depending what region you're in.
Okay, so I thought it was a cougar.
Okay,
but ultimately,
yeah.
I mean, you could be absolutely right too. But
I'm saying yes, you're right. It's just whatever you want to call it, depending on where you are, or something like that.
I want to call it a domesticated short hair cat.
Okay, well, you can do that. You'd be wrong.
Did you know that only domestic short hair cats can lift their tail up when they're walking? Like they have their tail upright. Mm-hmm. They're one of the only cats that can do that. Like lions can't do that. The tails are too heavy. Like cougar, they can't do that. I think ocelots can, but they're also small. Okay, well they're kind of big cats. But.
Does that mean they're prehensile? Where they can move it, or is that like only monkeys do that?
You know what? Let me associate to my pal Gordy, and let me see if he can tell me. And maybe my friend Jupe can also tell me too. He might know more about orangutans and chimpanzees. So so I still don't think it's fair with a predator, because he or she uses their active camo, which I think is bullshit.
Yes,
and
like when it's Tabe and Naru,
and they're fighting in
the camp,
and clearly Tabe has the advantage.
He would have fucking murdered that dude.
Yeah,
smoked him, but it's kind of cheap.
I mean, he was not only rolling around shooting the arrows into him and plucking the arrow out.
That shit looked good,
and
that was quality.
Not only would he's shooting that, like, let's just say full strength, shooting that arrow into him, and then pulling that out. That's creating a hole in that predator. Like, it's just like how if you get stabbed, leave the knife in there if you can, or something like that. So that
100%.
And he's just ripping that out at least 4 times. And then he also got hit in the head. He got his spear through like his chest a little bit. That motherfucker should be dead.
Yeah, that was like full on. If he had if he has a heart where humans have hearts, like that would have.
Luckily, the predators have 6 hearts, so that only took out 2 of them.
1 in each testicle, 2 in the chest.
Yeah, there's 2 in the chest, 1 in each testicle, and then there's 1 in each knee.
Yeah,
that's why he never fell on his knees, because that hurt. It'd break his heart.
Yeah,
and I guess that'd be it, because there's only 6. So I was almost gonna say 2 more. I was like, how many? So, but I still don't think it's fair. Yeah, because I would think
also the predator heals himself with just his little ice gun, like. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that doesn't take care of any internal bleeding there, buddy. Like, come on.
It's just sealing it. Yeah. So with all those arrows, obviously there's a dip in his body like that, and he's just seals.
Also, how does he have more advanced technology than the later Predator? When the later Predator had to do all the glass shit and mix it all up in Predator 2. It's Predator 2, right?
Oh yeah, that's Predator 2. He did that.
We had to make
maybe that was on a whim, because he was out in the field. Well, that predator is back at his home base when he was doing that. Gotcha. So in Prey,
that's
I think
field.
He was back at his camp. Gotcha. So he's just like, fucking fuck. And then while in Predator 2, he's on the fly, and so he had that emergency pack of goo, and he just used his fucking blue jism. So
does she pull off one of his incisors and stab him?
He absolutely does. Fuck, yeah. She stabs him right in the ribs or something like that. Which, again, you got to think, ripping that out, another just gaping hole in his body, now it's in his mouth, and just lunging it back.
He gets fucked up a lot. Yeah. He gets hit by everybody.
He chops his own arm off. He basically shoots himself in the face. And I do like that he's like, huh? Says he looks at the laser himself. And he gets his whole head blown out.
I'm good, Junga.
Do you think that this Predator was, if you had to looking at the Predator 1 and Predator 2 look similar, but you said you haven't seen the other ones, Alien vs. Predator, you haven't seen that stuff. So
I remember at the end of 2 though, a couple Predators were there, and they looked all a little different, right?
Yeah, they had different their body armor, their faces they had the paint, the war paint and stuff. But out of what you remember and how the Predators looked, is this one in Prey uglier than the one in Predator?
Yes,
and what are the Predators?
No,
the Predators are called
I
I think it's with a J or something like that. Anyhow, so you don't know which one. I would say this Prey one is definitely ugly. It looks like more of a caveman in comparison to the newer ones.
He definitely had a lot more forehead. Am I correct? When his mask is off.
In Prey?
Redder skin.
In Prey or in Predator?
In Prey.
I don't know about redder skin, but he definitely had like a more bulbous head. He was like the
Elephant Man of.
Well, I was going to say the beluga whale of the Predators.
Okay, yeah.
Because he had the bump.
Yeah.
Opposed to that ridged head that you see in the newer Predators. But his mouth didn't seem as, I guess you could say, evolved.
Delicious.
That too, yeah. Because again, he his teeth were just more jagged and more rough, while the newer Predators.
Hey man, 1700s Predator, bro.
He just should have worn braces. Is all I'm saying. He could have lined those motherfuckers up, put some incisors in there. Incisors? Is that a thing that they put into? Okay, that's the thing.
Oh, you're talking about implants?
No. I thought there was things that you could put in your teeth to
Bridge.
Yeah. Oh, bridge. Okay, like you're putting them together, correct? Is that what a bridge is? Is a bridge when you basically mold the two teeth together? So that way they form one, and you can never floss that tooth again because then you lose that gap.
I'm not.
What do you know? For someone that has perfect teeth, you think you would know more. If you guys
never had braces, guys.
Yeah, if you guys you've never seen Mike smile, although you have seen the picture.
Is God's gift to face.
And nothing else. That's all he gave you.
That's all I get. Do not look below the chin.
Do not look below the lower
Either
lip.
of them.
No, but seriously, don't. But I would say this Predator was definitely uglier. Okay. For sure.
Okay.
And
I don't know why you put him down. I mean, he's dead. I mean,
yeah, he's dead. He can't defend himself, so he can suck a dick.
Dead, but it's fine.
Ooh, imagine that Predator sucking a dick. That would hurt. Like you get those mandibles just keep hitting your pelvis or something like that. Like, come on, man, that's too much. So
I think his penis has multiple, 4 heads coming out.
It also has mandibles.
Oh my god!
It's
what
the
color
whole.
Is his jizz?
Well, you gotta think his blood is green. Maybe his jism is like a fluorescent.
Red to white, so green to
yellow.
Yellow. That sucks.
Brown. Could just be red. It looks like blood just spewing out. Fucking ejaculate that's red. When the Predator saw the buffalo and saw her, she put the grass or whatever that was on the buffalo. And then what was that thing? Was that a cigar?
Cigar from the
that's what I thought.
French guy.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because when he picked that up, I was like, did she pick that up too? But then I feel like with the Predator, it was more close up, so I was able to see it a little better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just realized what time it is. So, have you ever been in anything where you're sinking?
Oh, like in the bog?
Yeah.
No.
That looks frightening.
Bogs freak me the fuck out.
A bog. I've heard that word because I said it in that video I watched too. But is that just wet mud?
It's like swampy, watery, muddy, swampland or whatever.
Like a tar pit but in the forest.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's frightening.
So yeah, you'll have it near water and it's just terrible.
Well, I'm glad she used it to her advantage.
Yeah.
Later. And she put all those sticks on the tree because the Predator was jumping to each one, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's smart. She's very smart. My note was she's very innovative. Mm-hmm. And what's the other word?
Observant.
No. Well, yes.
Intuitive.
What is it when you're
resourceful?
Thank you. It was creative.
Creative, yeah.
Like Arnold did too.
Yeah.
He was what he had, right? And
it's almost good because the Native Americans obviously made all their own weapons like that. Mm-hmm. So she's like, oh yeah, this is easy breezy.
Yeah.
It's on.
I like that she was so accurate with her axe.
Yeah.
Or her hatchet. She'd throw it and she was able to pull the rope and every time.
Very go-go-esque in her axe throwing. Yeah. Pulling.
It's very impressive.
Yeah.
I know it's special effects, I would assume, but still, it would be very impressive. And
all those fucking hipsters at those fucking axe throwing bars, she just fucking murdered them.
That's kind of cool. I have done it. That's kind of cool. To have it just hit the bullseye. It's yeah, but I mean, really, it's an art form. Truly, Mike, you should try it once. So she likes to slide. I've realized every scene she's like just to get to another spot. And I when I told you earlier, I put subtitles on because at certain times, because you can watch this in Comanche if you wanted to,
right?
Or just the English.
Yeah, they dubbed it.
Correct.
Full thing in Comanche. Yeah.
And I saw on Reddit that someone.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how they were going to do it.
Right.
So when it starts, they speak a little bit in the voiceover, and then she says something in English. I'm like, okay, they're gonna do English.
Yeah. So once she said the English,
Which before I was like a little bitch. I'm like, oh my god, here they go. And then after a while, I'm like, it's fine, whatever.
yeah, the article I saw on Reddit, it was like, why I don't know why you guys are complaining, because you can still watch it in English, but then it made me think of like Apocalypto, because that's a movie that they just use their native tongue, but it's at the same time a foreign movie, like any foreign movie that's not English. It's not like a French movie. It's gonna be subtitled for us, and
I do like movies that do kind of weird stuff with language. It's just fun. So like Hunt for Red October, or what is the one with Antonio Banderas? That was based on the Michael Crichton book.
I think you might be thinking of Assassins.
Something of the Ghost or something like that. But like he gets kidnapped or whatever by these people, and they're speaking like a weird language, and it slowly morphs into English as he learns to understand the language. And then that's how you know that he learned to speak.
I think you're thinking of The Last Samurai.
You know what? I think that's probably right.
Yeah, I don't think it's Antonio Banderas at all.
I confuse Antonio for Tom all the time.
For 5'5" Tom Cruise, with his
for a 5'6" Spanish dude. Is he Spanish or Mexican? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I think he's Spanish.
Well, because he was in the Robert Rodriguez movies, and I thought they were implying that he was from Mexico in those movies. Like, what was it?
No, I know he's but okay.
All right. Anyway, so what other notes do you have about this movie? Because I know you said you don't have a lot, and I technically don't have a lot either because I just enjoyed the movie.
Spain. He's Spanish.
Okay.
I do like the brother-sister dynamic. You don't see a lot of those movies. That was fun to see.
Where he was like supportive of her and protective of her?
Well, just brother-sister, just co-star roles, I guess. Yeah. I mean, she's the star, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, as opposed to like a romantic interest.
You mean you wanted it to be like a romantic brother-sister thing?
No.
Oh.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Look, I can't help it. Okay? Like, fucking Spank Bang is just
shoving it down my throat.
And our sponsor today...
Speaking of shove it down.
Yeah, shove it down here. Our sponsor for today is Spank Bang. But continue.
Well, no, like, traditionally in any movie, it's a romantic pairing.
Entanglement?
Oh. Right. But this one, it's just no romance at all. It's just family, them figuring out how to learn to live with each other and respect each other, that sort of stuff. So I enjoyed that. Was
that older woman in the tribe, was that their mom?
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously the brother came back, she was devastated, and she thought the daughter was dead too. And so that the tribe leader made the brother the war chief. War chief, okay. Okay. But now she is the war chief.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I was saying earlier about the subtitles, real quick, is that there isn't any. Like, if you, even in Comanche, when it says it, like, it'll still put it in their subtitle, in there. And then if they say it in English, they'll say it in English, but they didn't dub it in the French. None of the French was dubbed either. It just was all in French.
Right.
It's like, fuck. Like, I wanted to know what they were saying, but nope. So if you know French, sweet. If you don't, you can translate it. You can put it in Google or whatever and type it in one by one. But yeah, so that was an interesting
choice.
Yeah, it's like in that one movie.
I enjoy it when people are speaking different languages. If you're supposed to watch it or supposed to see it through a certain character's eyes, like, they're not understanding what's being spoken either. So you're kind of stuck in the same boat with them, which is cool. Because if there is subtitles, that means you know more than the character at that time.
Yeah.
Because you know what's happening, and they don't speak French, so she doesn't know.
Right.
This way, you're in the same boat with the character.
Well, what was that movie recently?
At least that's how I see it when movies do that.
I think it was Steven Spielberg did it, that he didn't put subtitles. Was that in West Side Story?
I believe so. Yeah, I don't remember there being subtitles.
Yeah, so it's like you don't know what they're saying if you're watching the movie.
But like, it's a movie. Like,
is it?
For, a couple decades, we watched silent movies, and you fucking, figured out what's happening because of their actions. You can do it.
Right. I mean, ultimately, yes, you can put it together. Oh, he shot him. Okay. Got it.
Oh, the guy with the gun to the old lady's head, he's the bad guy, I guess.
Oh, yeah, he's not such a nice guy after all, I thought.
Malo. Oh, I get it.
There were some callbacks, sort of, because the brother says, if it bleeds, we can kill it. And I clapped.
Oh, yeah?
I genuinely clapped. There was the net that the predator shot on that one dude.
Yeah.
Just cut that dude into pieces. I was literally like, fuck yes. Now that wasn't, it was similar to how
same thing though. Like you don't really see it.
The camera pulled away.
Not as gory as it could have been.
The camera pulled away, which, I mean, I think that was the right choice, because you would have saw that guy just get split up. You still technically do though.
What am I thinking where that happens in another movie?
It was in sort of something similar in the Resident Evil.
Is that
The
what
very first Resident Evil.
There you
that
go.
laser
Yeah,
scene,
yeah.
And it goes through the guy, so you think he survived, but he like falls apart.
Is there something like in 13 Ghosts too? That horror movie?
Never saw 13 Ghosts with the Shannon Elizabeth. And,
Yeah.
Is that Lillard?
I don't remember.
Matthew Lillard? I'm pretty sure he's in that.
Maybe.
He's was that SLC Punk?
Thought you were cool, but it's fine.
He's in Scooby Doo too. He was Shaggy. Did you ever see that video of him with that little girl? She's like very nervous to talk to him. That was very cute.
He does the voice.
Yeah, he does the voice, and he like gives her the autograph and stuff like that. Yeah. But that net scene was fucking tight. Like I was just like, yes. He was just straight murdering those. I thought he was gonna go into that camp and like that night and just fuck them all up.
Yeah.
But obviously the next day, which that was still cool with all that smoke. Like it was an interesting way to force the predator to kind of show itself.
Also, would have been cool to see him like fighting by torchlight.
Well, they did that in Predators, remember? Oh no, you're right. Because in Predators, Adrian Brody lit all that fire, so it was harder to see him.
Oh, okay.
Because he's also covered in mud, and he had the fire, so
so it's heat.
So he couldn't. Yeah, so he couldn't use his. He couldn't
no
use his helmet,
okay.
so he had to take it off and fight, or at least not take it off, but like not use infrared. But I said one ugly predator. She's very innovative. Same gun from Predator 2. So I really didn't have a lot of notes in this because I was enjoying it.
Yeah.
And
it's just like a good rip-roaring time.
Right. And if you wait till after the first initial credits, there's like small animations as they're going through people's names and stuff. At the very end of it, it does show that essentially more predators arrive. It showed at least 2, maybe 3 ships. So if that's the number, it's what, 3 or 1 predator per ship. I think she can manage it. Maybe not on her own, but like she can get help with the other tribes people. And
either way, somebody loses because they get that fucking gun back.
Essentially, yeah. Somehow, or maybe she gives it to one of the predators. Yeah, like she takes out, someone else.
She gives him the gun, and they hand her dog's head back. She's like, "Oh, thank you."
It's all blood soaked. Yeah,
just tongue sticking out.
It's fucked up. Oh dear.
Terrible.
When I think of a dog fucked up like that, it makes me think of Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Like a good bug is a dead bug.
Yeah, we good. Yeah.
Because that dog was tore up because it was crushed by the building or whatever. Yeah.
Fun fact: that's the same as the bearded guy in the French.
Perfect. No, perfect. So, I really like this movie. I
like those opening shots. Like those are some kind of hard to fuck up shots like that. Like just beautiful, like
the
Canadian
landscape.
Yeah. Like, but it still looks awesome.
Yeah.
The shot of her walking into their camp.
At the end?
No, in the beginning.
At nighttime?
No, in the daytime, where she's walking back, and just the clouds in the background. Like, ooh, I wonder if those are digital clouds. I don't think so, but they look. I don't know if she's walking towards it or walking away from camp, but it's early in the movie, but it's just beautiful.
I mean, there's a lot of static shots that look very good. Like, even one of the shots at the very beginning, it was showing like weed or something like that. I was like, this looks fake. Like, it looks so good. It was sharp.
What's that game that everyone was talking about? I think it's a samurai game. Like everyone was like, "Oh my god, look how beautiful this looks!" Even though it's like a video game. Knights.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That was on PlayStation, and I don't know the name of it, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, visually, yeah. Look, I saw somebody do. I saw someone do a speed run on that. Like they finished it in fucking not even like an hour. Like, god damn, dude. Like those speedrunner people are. I'm very impressed by that stuff. To figure out like, when what's it called, the R&R, when like certain enemies are going to come out, when certain things are going to happen, and is it R&R? Or, okay, it doesn't matter. R&M? Research into R&D? Maybe I don't remember what it is. Okay, it doesn't matter. So I don't have really any more notes besides saying like this movie is really good. I would watch it again, truly. And
like I said, her performance is good. She's a little bit, like kind of petulant, kind of like, I want to be a warrior too, but it's a good character development.
Right. The fight where the bear fights the predator was pretty good. And I mean, that bear's got to be half a ton, something like that. Like if that actually fell on you or something, like in Revenant, go figure. Do you think Leo died in Revenant?
At the end?
At the last scene, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so.
People were speculating that too because he's just like zoning out. They think he's just depleted of all energy. I mean, not only is he really, really wounded from that bear fight, but he's also like out in the wilderness, no way back, doesn't have a horse, doesn't have all that shit, and. Now I want to watch Revenant too.
Yeah.
Who did that one?
Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu.
What else has he done?
Amores Perros, Babel, The one with Javier Bardem where he has cancer. I don't remember the name of it.
So then, the guy that did Children of Men.
Birdman.
Okay. Who's the guy that did Children of Men again?
Alfonso Cuarón.
That's right. And he did Gravity. What else has Alfonso done? Did he do one of the Harry Potters? Mm-hmm. So I thought he did the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah.
Which is my favorite one because it was dark. I want to be a director. A writer-director. What's stopping me, Mike? Myself. So...
lack of skill.
That sounds valid too, yeah. So what other notes do you have?
Like I said, that's pretty much it. I just like their dynamic, the brother and sister. Came to respect each other. I like that at the end. That final battle with the Predator is good. Mm-hmm. Some of that photography just looks beautiful, even though it's kind of cheating because you're just fucking in the beautiful wilderness. Like, how could it not look good? In fact, if it looked terrible and you're in that fucking location, that means you're an asshole.
It means you're not a good DP.
If you can't fucking make that shit look good. So.
Sure. I would greatly agree. Not only was it visually appealing, the story was perfectly fine. It didn't have to. You don't need a lot to it. Truly.
Do you like the idea of being underestimated in order to get your way?
That's what my life is right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fucking doubts me.
Because I like the idea of like the Predator's like, oh, this is too pathetic.
She's no threat to me.
Yeah, it's like a rabbit with a fucking
Yeah, like it's not only a rabbit with one broken foot, and it's and you're still the tortoise. Like, there's no challenge, but she definitely proved otherwise. She was fully capable the whole time. I mean, I would say you're right.
I mean, she kicks ass at the camp too.
Yeah,
like that's a good job too.
Yeah, with those dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that was the first time she had really killed, I believe, right?
Something like that, probably.
Yeah, like killing those dudes. She killed what, four
or five of them. Yeah.
Yeah, just to save a dog. And it's just to show the bond that she. I mean, I don't know if people do that for a cat. Probably not. Well, I mean, I guess
it's funny. I had read that the dog wasn't supposed to be in the movie that much, but it was so well trained and shit like that, so they just added him to a bunch of scenes.
It's a cute dog.
Yeah,
very cute dog. I like the brown with a little bit of black on like his whisker, like his cheeks. Very cute dog like that. So, would you watch the next one? It's called Praise.
Praise as in like
yes,
Christian like heads together. Praise, praise be.
Yeah, God be with you. No,
if there's more of these, I would watch them. I mean, I kind of want to watch. Well, I definitely want to watch Predator 2 again. I think I just watched Predator. Like
it's on Netflix, I believe.
So,
and
I don't think I need to watch it again. Well, maybe I do.
This is the thing about like older Arnold movies, right? So Predator, True Lies, Terminator 2, more Terminator 2. I could just watch those and not even realize it's been 2.5 hours.
Collateral Damage?
No.
Oh, okay.
Could not watch
Eraser?
That. Yeah, I could watch Eraser. Your luggage. As he fucking shoots that alligator. Oh, you're late. I had traffic. Like, just, oh my God. It's like, I don't think Arnold, I mean, he didn't invent one-liners, but like, he's like one of the kings of one-liners. Like, stick around in Predator. Let's name some Predator one-liners. Okay, here we go. Stick around. If it bleeds,
son of a bitch.
Yeah, when he pushes Dylan against the wall. If it bleeds, we can kill. Or yeah, if it bleeds, we can kill it.
Ugly motherfucker.
What about knock knock? What about hey man, you're bleeding. I got time to bleed. I mean, I know that's not Arnold's. That's not Arnold. What about how many times he says Mac in the movie? Oh shit, he had I can't think of any other ones in Predator. Okay, let's just Arnold. Well, let's for just a few more other Arnold one-liners.
Jeez, come on.
What about "Come with me if you want to live"? I'll be back.
Yeah, but they were all bad.
Yeah. Have you ever killed anybody? Yes, but they were all bad.
Give me the goddamn. What is that?
Give me the goddamn page.
Yeah,
and he shatters the window. I fucking love True Lies. What else he said in True Lies? You're a psychopathic bitch. Is that what did he say? Is that a snow cone maker or an ice cream machine maker? But it's the fucking like nuke. There's my Dana. Fuck.
Dana, my Dana.
Yeah, they took Dana in the middle of the night. My Dana, like just you're fired. He fires the rocket. Oh man, I could just keep going. I fucking we
don't have to, but yeah.
No, we're not because I don't want to keep doing impersonations because again, eventually I'm gonna get to Michael Caine.
Hell yeah.
And I greatly like this movie though. I would watch it again. I would recommend it to people. I do hope they make another one.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I just want to watch Predator 2, The Revenant, Apocalypto.
Apocalypto, just because
it just feels like just the running through the jungle.
Okay.
Native people like.
Sure.
I'm dead.
Why don't you watch what is it, Blue Inferno or whatever? What's the one with the native people?
Oh, fuck that fucking movie, Green Inferno.
Green Inferno. Yeah, the movie's pretty rough. So our next movie that we're going to watch, Mike and I talked about prior, so that I don't have to cut the podcast, is called
Licorice Pizza.
That's right. It's on Amazon Prime. It's a movie that came out, I think, this year. Is it Paul Thomas Anderson?
Yes.
And I don't remember the premise, but Licorice Pizza.
It's just youth in the San Fernando Valley in the 70s, I think. Coming of age, being cool. I think Licorice Pizza is a name for vinyl records. I think it's music based or something like that.
Okay.
But I'm not exactly sure.
Okay. You think
I know Bradley Cooper's in it and he's crazy. That's all I know.
Yeah, he's kind of like he's a car salesman or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I thought that I remember from the trailer of it, I believe. But anyway, so our next movie we're gonna watch, like I said, Mike said, or like Mike and I said, is Licorice Pizza. You can recommend movies for us on our website, which is spectacular.com, or you can email us directly at spectacular@gmail.com. And Mike, do you have any last words to say? This is going to be our shortest episode. Look at this, 45 minutes roughly.
Ooh, in and out.
Well, zip it up and zip it out. Like, I truly don't have a lot of notes. Like, and typically we have a lot more fluff because we'll go on tangent and talk about other things.
Yeah.
Actually, here's something.
You know what it is? We kept it, short and to the point.
Many people have suggested or asked, like, can you make these shorter? And I'm like, no.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah, first and
People
foremost.
need to know my thoughts on the NBA draft.
And also Roe versus Wade and why it needs to be fucking enacted again, because what the fuck? And that's what it's been months now since that has been.
Months? I think it's only been a month. Oh, it doesn't matter.
No, it has not. It has not been a month since we recorded the very first episode of this season. We talked about Roe versus Wade on the very first episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Time fucking, I don't even know.
I know, it's fucking nearly September. Like,
jeez.
Time.
How long was I in New York? Like 3 months?
At least. At fucking least. So I told Mike this line that I thought about the other day, which I have a point to it. Just bear with me. Okay. So I texted Mike the other day.
Do you, though? Go ahead.
I texted Mike because a lot of times when I have these ideas, I'll pitch it to Mike first, and he immediately, without doubt, shoots it down. Like, that's bullshit. Don't
I always say,
it.
What did I tell you about texting me after 8 p.m.?
No, it's not 8 p.m. It's what did I tell you about texting me? And... But like
don't text me between 8 and 11. That's a willing time.
You mean The Shining? Quiet boy, do you want to get sued? The Shining. So, but I text Mike things, ideas I have, and I'll pitch things to him. And so I texted him this line. I was like, I don't know where I would ever need this, but here's something that I thought. And I before I even sent it to you, I Google searched it. Just in case it wasn't like in a song.
It's fine.
So the line was, you got all these dollars, but you don't make no sense. And Mike, your rebuttal to it, which is pretty much the exact same thing, which is, I think yours was, you have all these.
dollars.
Right. And I said, you got all the dollars. But so the idea is this, that this obviously is being said to someone of wealth celebrity or whatever it is. So the idea that I want to put it in is a short story that I want to do because there's like a competition that's coming up. So I want to write something, and I with those lines that I sent you, I actually felt again like that I can write, and I haven't
jolt of creativity.
Right, and I haven't really felt that in a really long time. Okay. So
nothing's fucking stopping you.
I know that's not. Well, so actually, you know what is stopping?
Fucking do it.
Is the writer's block that I have. It's been 2 years I've really been able to write anything. Like, think about it. Have I sent you anything?
That just means you're just not a writer if it's been 2 years.
I don't think that's true.
Like, writer's block's like a fucking month.
I don't think that's factual at all. I think people can go a very long time with writer's block. And I don't think it's because COVID, though. But at the same time, it's just, I haven't been able to. And every now and then when I do get that urge, like, you just shoot me down. So I just want to say that's very hurtful that you do that. But no, there's a competition.
I literally just aggressively told you to do it.
I know you did
it's the opposite of shoot down. It's a shoot up.
Your aggression actually aroused me.
Yeah.
So I need you to not do that again because I'm going to fall in love with you.
Okay. Well,
like, what did Nick say that in what is it, in New Girl? He's like, stop yelling at me. I'm going to fall in love with you. Anyway, so the next episode is...
Give you cookie. Give me cookie.
What is this? Give cookie. Get cookie. And like they hug. Oh God, I'd want to watch that all over again too. So... Licorice Pizza. Next episode, you can send us recommendations. Thank you all for listening. Mike, why don't you take us away?
I mean, we just said the show, so spectacular. Boop.